Sprains and sprains, visit our website at ashleyregional.com.
Moon Lake Electric has been a staple in the basin for 75 years. And though many things have changed through the years, one thing stays the same: our dedication to keeping the power on and our priority of doing that safely. We now have a Facebook page, which can be accessed through our website, allowing you to receive energy tips, outage reports, personnel changes, and feedback. Moon Lake Electric thanks its members and employees for 75 years of keeping the power on.
Basin, the DEF pump is now operating at the Pilot Logistics Card Lock in Naples. Come fill your tank at super low prices with the convenience of a pump. Pilot Logistics continues to provide card lock services, bulk fuel, lubes, and oils, just as they did when they were Western Petroleum. The new DEF pump is at the Naples location. Here at Pilot Logistics, we are still your neighbors working hard to serve you and invite you to call 789-1832 for more information about all of the services offered by Pilot Logistics.
What a picturesque atmosphere here at Weber State University Stewart Stadium. My name is Brian Baldwin, and I'm up here in the press box now as the action is going to take place on the field between the Union Cougars and the Wasps of Juab. You can see the records there on the screen. 8-2 for Union, and Juab 9-1. Juab's only loss against Salem Hills. Union has played Juab this year, lost by 1 point. If we go back to that game, which happened on October 15th, 10 points in the first quarter for Union. It was 10-0, then 17-6 at the halftime. And what Juab did was just methodically scored in each of the quarters from there on out, third and fourth, 6 points each, to win the game 18-17. It was a heartbreaker scoring that last touchdown in the last couple seconds of that game earlier. It is beautiful weather outside. You can see there's shade all over the field now where the last game was played in the sunlight. The last game, an exciting finish in the 1A battle between Kanab and Diamond Ranch. All right, today, players to watch. Nick Smith for Union, 23 rushing touchdowns this year, 1,777 rushing yards, and that's in high school, guys. 1,700 yards in high school is a lot. Also, we've got Nick Robbins, the quarterback for Juab, 21 passing TDs this year, over 2,000 yards passing. Juab, a very explosive offense. Now, Juab did win the toss, and they deferred, and so Union had pretty much no choice but to receive the kickoff. So to start this game, Union receiving, Juab kicking to the south. Welcome to action. It begins here at Weber State University semifinals. Once again, the winners of this game, or the winner of this game, plays Judge Memorial in the finals next week. That nearly muffed, and that was number 20, Weston Horrocks, and he jumps on it at the 18. So 1st and 10. It looks like they're going to give him the 19. 1st and 10 for Union. So we look at the L&L replay. People you know, people who care. All the replays brought to you by L&L Motor today. And just a quick kickoff right off the chest, maybe a little nerves right there. But no, they give him the 14-yard line. I'm mixed up. All right, 1st and 10 Union. And a give to Nick Smith, the workhorse. He's got some room to run. Look at that. 20-yard line. He's got a first down and more across to 27. And that's a great start for Union running that one. As you take a look at the L&L Motor replay, you can see that the blocking is there. The lead blocker, number 52, Ben Nabergall for Union. A great block, and then some other blocks down the field by number 20, Weston Horrocks. Back to action. 1st and 10 for Union. And another give to the running back up the middle. He's got room to run. Up to the 40. He's got near first down yardage. That's Nick Smith again. He's got 8 yards across the 35-yard line. See what happens here. Just a quick give from right to left. Some lead blockers. Once again, 52. I mentioned him earlier, and 58. Making some good pole blocks right there. Hawk LaRose and also Ben Niebergall. So 2nd and short for Union. Just 2 yards. Union wanting payback, the road to the championship. If they were to win the championship, they need to beat the 2 teams that they've lost to this year. Semifinal action at Weber State. Second and short, rolling right. Little overthrown, incomplete. The intended receiver, I don't see his number. I thought it was number 3 for Union. Oh, number 5. I don't have a number 5 either. Nope, nobody on that roster with a number 5 for Union, so I apologize for not knowing his name. It's going to be third and short, 10:56. Okay, Carson Bertosh, I'm told, is number 3 for Union. So look at that, trips to the right, all tight in the diamond formation. Everybody in the center of the field. And to give to Nick Smith, and Juab's going to hold them short, and Union will have no choice but to punt in this situation. They do not want to attempt a third down run. The L&L Motor replay. Give to Nick. Looks like Juab just had great penetration. Look how many guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 right there in the box, all rushing up to get Nick Smith. It looks like they almost knew that play before it was run. So Union will be setting up to, well, no, they're going to come out to go for it. Quarterback Zach Roll in there with the wishbone formation. They're giving it to Nick Smith. Did he get it? I do not think he got it. This was a risky go for Union on fourth down. And it looks as if Juab has held him. Let's see what happens here. Zone blocking to the right. They're all moving. Some hands on him in the backfield, and that's what slowed him down right there. A tackle at the line of scrimmage. What a great tackle by number 20 for Juab, Brandon Smith. So now is our first opportunity with a change of possession to take a look at the Juab offense led by quarterback number 10, Nick Robbins. Everybody tight. Looks like they've got basically a wingback on the right, a wingback on the left, and a receiver tight on each side as the wingback on the left goes around from left to right and gets about 5-6 yards on that play. That is Diego Carmona. 5 yards on that run. 10 minutes even, first quarter. All you got to do is get the outside shoulder when you're blocking those defensive linemen, and you give them plenty of time and plenty of room to run. Latui there on the tackle for Union, number 18. Second and 4. Doubles on each side. Close fullback. Quick throw left. Laser screen. Looks like he's got a little bit of room to run. He takes it inside. Gets near first down yardage, but it looks like he's going to be about a yard short. And let's see, was that Peyton Bowring who caught that one, number 34. Watch him, just the slot receiver on the left. A quick laser screen, and he's got about a yard to go. So 3rd and 1 at the Union 28-yard line. 0-0 the score here in this semifinal action from Weber State University. This game brought to you by Strata Networks, a proud partner with VTV to provide live coverage of high school sports. A sweep right. Latui there and some other Union tacklers. Number 34, Cash Connery makes the tackle there, but it looks like Juab did get enough for the first down. They just needed the 31.5-yard line, and they got inside, or no, the 26.5-yard line. They got inside the 25. You can see just the lead blocker there. He cuts it inside, and that is Steve Orm on the run there for Juab. Doubles left with a wingback, now another wingback in motion, and a give to the fullback. Just a yard or two is all he gets. And a great stand there up the middle, number 55 for Union, Carson Lamb on that tackle. So just 2 yards inside the 25. 25 is where they did begin that play. So 15-yard line will be the first down. 0-0 still the score under 8:20. All right, 2 wingbacks, a fullback, and a receiver wide on each side. And back to pass. Quick hitch route. Missed tackle down to the first down is Juab. It looks like that's Austin Elsmore, number 15. That was a good play. Just a quick hitch on the outside. You can see on the L&L Motor replay, he goes up about 5 yards, stops right there at the 19, and then rolls it inside, losing the Union defender and getting the first down. So 1st and 10 from the 15 of Union. Juab moving the ball after Union failed on a 4th down inside their own territory. Motion and a pitch. Oh, great play. Look at that hit. Weston Horrocks read that perfectly. A loss on the play of 3 yards. Look at the pitch right here. Weston Horrocks missing that wingback's block. Boom, right there. Great hit by the Union Cougar. I don't know, is it time to talk about a medical provider, Ashley Regional Medical Center, where you can receive quality orthopedic services after a hit like that? Up the middle, nowhere to go again for Juab. The runner for Juab, number 20, Brandon Smith, and great defensive line play right there to make sure he did not get anywhere. So it's going to be 3rd and long, 3rd and 12. You can see that defensive line there, number 48. Paul Kafusi, number 55, Carson Lamb, and number, 54, Jordan Gurr, number 16. I like to give the highlights. I don't have a 16 on the roster here. All right, doubles right, wing back left to right, motion, fake pitch, back to throw, but all over him is number 3, and Bertosh, I believe, is his name. Is that number 3? You guys told me earlier. 3, Bertosh, for the sack and another loss. He gets way back in the backfield, a 6 or 7 yard loss. Look at that. They started with 1st and 10 at the 15. Now it's 4th and 22 from the 27 yard line. So with 6:10 and counting on the clock, Juab's got to decide what they're going to do. This is the iffy zone. Not many field goal kickers in this league can make a 45 yarder, and you don't necessarily have to punt, so they will go for it. And quarterback Nick Robbins getting the play. And you can see the Wasps need a timeout. Let's take it. We're going to send it back to the truck for 1 minute. It's VTV 0-0 the score.
This time we'd like
Juab had to take a timeout. It's 4th and long. They've got to make sure they've got a good play call here. It's too close to punt, not close enough for a field goal. So with 5:52 on the clock, Union needs a defensive stand here. Rolling right is Nick Robbins, pump faking, going deep, and drops harmlessly incomplete. Union takes over, so both teams, their first drive is a 4th and out. Both teams going for it. Union will take over at the 26-yard line. So great defense there by Union. Looks for a while like Juab's going to be able to methodically move down the field, but Union, tough stand with a great defensive play there. We'd like to thank those of you watching live on channel 706 high definition back in the basin, VTV, Strata Networks. I'll tell you what, it's wonderful to be able to bring these games to you. Look at everybody wide. 2 receivers on each side. And Nick Smith, the quarterback, running up the middle, and he's got near first down yardage, probably about 9 yards, so a yard short of the first down on 1st and 10. When you see Nick Smith in the Wildcat formation there, you know most likely he's going to keep that up the middle, and the blocking scheme just puts those defensive tackles and defensive ends out, creates that gap up the middle. So great blocking there from the Union Cougars. 2nd and 1. And once again, Nick Smith, the quarterback. Now he's got some room to run. He's at the 45, nearly breaking a tackle right there at the 45. That could have gone to the house if he broke that one tackle. The L&L Motor replay again. He just takes it this time, not even a fake. Making a cut right there. If he breaks his tackle, he is going all the way. So give kudos to, is that number 21 for Kanab, Kyler Nielsen on that play. Union 1st and 10 from the 45. And a give this time. Is it Latui? Latui, ooh, he should have cut inside, but he broke a tackle. He's to midfield and beyond to the 46-yard line on 1st and 10. And that's an 8-yard gain. And it's going to be a 2nd and short. Watch Latui. I actually thought maybe he had more room to run inside, as you see here on the replay. If he were to cut it inside right here, he may have had more room. Instead, he cut it back out. But breaking the tackle anyway, he still gets 8 or 9 yards on this play. Once again, thank you to L&L Motor for that replay. 2nd and short, 2nd and 1. Nick Smith still at quarterback. And he keeps it this time. Sweep right. Nice lead block right there. He's down to the 40. Nick Smith breaks it 30, 25, 20, knocked out of bounds. 1st and 10, Union. Clock stopped at 4:50 with that first down. He thought about faking there, but watch this lead block here by Horrocks. Boom, knocks Juab. That's called a pancake, fellas. 40, and then he's got room to run. That's a pretty good angle right there by number 55, Phillips, Ethan Phillips for Juab. So Union inside the red zone, 1st and 10. Nick Smith at quarterback again. This time he takes it up off the right side behind his guard, and he makes this about 5 yards. What a great time to talk about Moon Lake Electric, in operation since 1938, owned by the people they serve. Moon Lake is a cooperative, not privately owned. They've been providing power to your area in the basin since 1938. 2nd and 5 for Union. Doubles on each side. Nick Smith again. And he keeps it. Once again, Latui, this time a lead blocker. Now he cuts it up the middle, and 1st down yardage. 1st and goal, Union.
Nick Smith is tackled by number 66, Jake Hatfield.
Watch the L&L Motor replay. If he wanted to take it outside, he had Latui as a lead blocker, but he sees that hole right up the middle. He leaves his blocker there and takes it up where he knows it's for sure 1st down yardage. Union doing the no huddle, but they're also not in a hurry to get the play off. They're just making sure Juab does not take time to substitute. Nick Smith at quarterback. Horrocks and Nick Smith up the middle. Ooh, hit hard at the 7. He kind of turns at the 5 and gets a 2-yard gain right there. Watch him take this hit at the line of scrimmage on the replay. Now Union coming in with the substitution. Look at that hit right there. And we've already called his name a couple times. Ethan Phillips for Juab. What a hit. Now he comes off holding his hand. You can see right there. All right, so Union does huddle up this time. They come out with a fresh offensive look. This time it's quarterback Zach Roll at the helm with the wishbone formation. Nick Smith directly behind him. Roll to throw. He's got a guy in the back of the end zone, doesn't see him. Now throws short, he gets a touchdown. Union. Is that 48? Number 48, Paul Kafusi. First touchdown for Union today. Watch this play. Now I thought Bertosh was going to be open in the corner. Instead, Roll decides to throw to 48 right there. Boom, touchdown. What a great catch. What a great replay. Kafusi scoring a touchdown in the semifinal game. If Union can overcome the hump of beating one team they've already lost to this year in Juab. Oh, are they calling it back? Illegal man downfield, is that what that is? The points don't even count. 2nd down. Wow, that took all the points off the board. Here it was. Yeah, I didn't see the flag on the field either. They were all ready for an extra point, and they're having to bring back out the Union offense. All right, now Winterton at quarterback. He's got the diamond formation on the right side and receivers. Gives to Nick Smith, and Smith fumbles. What a turn of events here as it is recovered by Juab. A Union touchdown overturned by penalty, and then they fumble on the very first play. Boy, this is where you can't have a mental breakdown. It's stripped by 77 for Juab. Ashton Seeley, and then recovered. Is that 66 who gets it? Well, there's a host of them down there, but I'll give 66 the credit. That's Jake Hatfield for Juab, a recovered fumble, 1st and 10 Juab. They just survived a major break there, the Wasps did. Cougars now look a little bit frazzled, but they are ready to play on defense. For example, right there. Look at that. Nowhere. It could have been worse. Could have been a yard back, but he gets 2 yards out of that. The Juab running back does. I didn't get a number on that running back on that play, but just 1 yard on 1st and 10, so it's going to be 2nd and 9. You can see the sun kind of reflecting off of the jerseys right now, right before the sun goes down. This is going to be a night game in a college stadium. What an atmosphere. Doubles right, single left. Now motion, so it's 5 wide. Oh, look at that. This play was drawn up, but he is covered, and down the sideline, incomplete. That was the man in motion who they threw to, and you could see that play coming the whole time. Brandon Smith right there for Juab. And you can see he just went in motion and did the wheel right up the sideline. For a moment, it looked like Union was not going to guard him or defend him, but they did get back there in time. That was Roll, I believe, Zach Roll on that cornerback position. Pilot Logistics, well, they used to be called Western Petroleum, but they have a new name, but they're still the same great company you can rely on. A great sponsor of Uinta Basin Sports on VTV. Pilot Logistics, sweep right, look at that pitch, and great defense again, and a penalty. Looks like Weston Horrocks is a little slow to get up. He made that great play for the Union Cougars, and they're going to call, I don't know what the penalty is right here. Let's see what it could be. Push in the back. Oh, he pushed him in the back. So right when he was going to make that hit, 21, Kyler Nielsen for Juab pushed him in the back. So as Horrocks is down, we'll take a 30-second break, and we'll be right back here on VTV. 0-0 the score.
Hey Uinta Basin, the DEF pump is now operating at the Pilot Logistics Card Lock in Naples. Come fill your tank at super low prices with the convenience of a pump. Pilot Logistics continues to provide card lock services, bulk fuel, lubes and oils, just as they did when they were Western Petroleum. The new DEF pump is at the Naples location. Here at Pilot Logistics, we are still your neighbors working hard to serve you and invite you to call 789-1832 for more information about all of the services offered by Pilot Logistics.
Tired of fast food insurance plans? At the Advisor Group, we specialize in financial planning,
when I'm on,
retirement, life, health benefits, home, auto, and commercial insurance. We are your one-stop firm that delivers the solution for your personal and professional needs. The Advisor Group, service you will recognize.
Are you a busy mom like me with so little time, juggling so many different things that getting your oil changed is the last thing on your mind? You won't believe this. Head to L&L Express Lane. You don't need an appointment. There's a place for your kids to play, and you can use an iPad with Wi-Fi while you wait. And here's the best part. It's all done under 30 minutes or less. Come and see us at L&L's Express Lane. People you know. People who care.
We're back from the injury timeout. Weston Horrocks ended up jogging off the field. It's a 4th and 13 as that penalty was declined. Juab punting from their own end zone. And looks like caught about the 45 and just to the 43 and taken down is Everett Miller, number 10 for Union. So Union gets the ball inside Juab territory at the 38. See going for the block. And a good punt, high punt, so his team was able to get down the field in a hurry, didn't allow for much of a return. Basin Swabbing proudly supporting the Union Cougars on their great year and bringing you this action from Weber State University. Picturesque place. I'm way up, I'm 6 stories up, but tell you what, this is a beautiful view right now. Doubles on each side, and Nick Smith is the quarterback again in motion. Horrocks, he's back on the field. Nick Smith the throw, and he's got a wide open man at the 20, catches at 15. He's got a couple guys to beat. He's down at the 2. And that is Bertosh. What a great play. I'm looking forward to this replay because Nick Smith, you tell you what, 99% of the time he's running out of this. But if you're this open, look how open he is. It doesn't matter who's throwing the ball. Perfect throw for the situation. Union 1st and goal from the 2. This game brought to you live on VTV Channel 6 and 706 by Neighbors. Neighbors Rig Services assist and operate in prolonging the productive life of an oil and or gas well at over 750 sites. Neighbors. Doubles on each side. Smith at quarterback in motion. Horrocks. And he follows Horrocks. Now cuts it up the middle. Is he going to get in? Yes! Touchdown, Cougars. Boy, that's a way to respond after having your first touchdown. Now I'm looking on the field. There is no dirty laundry on the field. So let's take a look at this replay. Once again, he has the option to follow the blocker or cut it up the middle. And he does, and he delivers a hit. And nobody there until the goal line. Nick Smith for a touchdown. So Winterton in to kick the extra point. You can see the Union fans there on the east side of the stadium. Very excited. Winterton to kick. 6-0 Union. Hopefully 7. Good snap. Down, up. It's important to note that these college, as the PAT is good, these college goalposts are just a little bit narrower than the regular high school. All right, let's take a look at this touchdown from higher up. Nick Smith. Watch the hit he delivers right there. Ooh, 68. Talon Jennings on the end of that hit. All right, so 7-0 Union. K&K Sanitation hauling away unwanted trash since 1977. Bringing you this game here on VTV. We'd like to welcome you live on channel 706 high definition, channel 6 standard, and you can always watch this game on a replay. Just find Strata's VTV YouTube channel, and you can watch this for the ages. Semifinal action. The winner of this game goes to play Judge Memorial at SUU next week, next Friday. Same game time, 4 o'clock, which means it might be pushed up to 4:30 if the other games go long, just like this one did. But either way, that's another team Union would love to beat for the first time this year, is Judge Memorial. 1:45, first quarter. Nice kick, 6-yard line. Trying the reverse, and he's got some room to run, a little too much room for comfort for the Union Cougars. There is a flag on the field as he gets taken down about the 40. And you can see the reverse. He fakes like he's going up, and then he just kind of stops right here and is like, okay, you can have it. And that's a well-drawn play, just one cut, and no one's touching him for a while. And Diego Carmona taken down at the 40. Looks like the flag may just be because of the long run. Sometimes when the ref has to run along the sideline, I think the ref was just warning him, a sideline warning. So I believe the ball is still going to be at the 41 for Juab. So 1st and 10. Juab Wasp, they run up there. Typical tight formation. Quarterback keeper. Now he's going to throw, wide open guy, 50, 45, down to the 40 as he swung down, and Brandon Smith gets 20 yards just like that for the Juab Wasps. 1st and 10. Watch this. This quarterback just had way too much room. He could have run it too, almost himself, and had that much yardage. But Brandon's wide open. You see that a couple others downfield are wide open as well. So inside the 40, 1st and 10 to throw, sacked in the backfield. Who is it? Yeah. The guy who had his touchdown called back, Paul Kafusi, in the backfield. Just watch him. Just getting right in there. Boom, from the right side. Quarterback didn't see him. It almost looked like the quarterback didn't have anyone to throw to off his 1st or 2nd read. He didn't have time to find that 3rd read before Kafusi was down. Everybody on the right side of the field, right hash, and rolling right is the quarterback. Nice hitch pattern. And it's going to be short of the 1st down, so it's going to be 3rd and 1. Latui on the hit for Union, and the catch made by Stephen Orm of Juab. You can't see it, it's barely off screen, but he just goes up to the 30-yard line and kind of hooks back. And nice hit, making sure he didn't get any yardage or lean forward for a 1st down. So it's literally, if you can see the sticks up there, it's literally just a foot or maybe even a couple. You see the difference between the nose of the ball and the line right there. That's how much they have to get for a 1st down. So Union with a 5-man front. Receivers wide on each side. Watch for the quarterback sneak. Nope. Instead, they hand off. They do get the 1st down inside the 35, down to the 32. 1st and 10, Juab. That may be the last play of this quarter as the clock is stopped until they set the chains. Oh, nearly got him in the backfield right there. But great perseverance getting through that line. And that's the big number 11, Stephen Orm. 10 seconds. Look like they will get one more play off. 7-6. Back to throw. Quick throw. Purdue, the wingback, he's down to the 15-yard line, and the clock is stopped with 1 second. But as soon as they do get the sticks down, this will probably be the quarter. Let's take a look at this replay. You can see that wingback on the right side. Middle backer is not there in time, and then he cuts it inside. Great cut right there. And that is Diego Carmona. So that is the end of the first quarter here at Weber State University. Union 7, Juab 0, but Juab's in the red zone. We'll be back in 1 minute.
VTV Channel 6. Live high school football coverage. Presented by L&L Motor, Ashley Regional, The Advisor Group, Moon Lake Electric, Pilot Logistics, and Strata Networks.
First and 10, Juab, the Wasps inside Union Cougar territory to begin the second quarter. The wingback from the right going left, and nearly he is tackled in the backfield for a 5-yard loss. It could have been worse. Horrocks had him a couple yards further back, but the wingback falls forward just for 2 yards, and instead of any kind of gain, he loses 5 right there. Watch this. Horrocks was pushed into the backfield. Oh, near face mask right there. Great angle right there as he falls forward to salvage some of his lost yardage. So it's going to be 2nd and 15. Good thing nobody called that incidental face mask. All right, 2 wingbacks and the receivers wide. 1 fullback directly behind. Nick Robbins, nice throw, just a little hot. That wingback, all he did was just go straight up the seam. That wingback being number 34, Peyton Bowring. If you watch this replay, just a little play action out of the quarterback, but watch the left wingback 34. All he does is kind of have an outside release for a seam right up the middle. Boom, just a little hot. Swarmed by Union Cougar defenders as well on that L&L Motor replay. L&L, people you know, people who care. Bringing you all of the replay coverage today from Weber State University. 2 wingbacks, 1 in motion left to right. Now they're going to double up on the right side. Back to throw. Nick Robbins sets, throws, and swatted away. Great defensive play there by Bertosh. And there is a flag at the 5-yard line. Watch this. Just a quick, it's just a straight angle, not really a post, just a straight angle from the top position. Look at that, boom. Way to swat that one away. Now the penalty is on Union, and it's going to be defensive hold. Is it a first down? Nope, they're still going to keep the sticks where they're at, but they're giving them 10 yards on that defensive hold. So it's going to go from 3rd and 15 to 3rd and 5. So wipe away the incompletion, 10-yard penalty. Hustling up, and pressure in the backfield, and thrown away. Look at that. Union Cougars hold them 2 straight 3rd downs with great defensive play. And one thing I am impressed by right now is the defensive intensity from all of these Cougars. Kafusi, Horrocks, it seems like has been on every play right there, number 20. Now it's 4th and 5, and it looks like, as Nick Robbins, you can see him jogging back out there, it looks like Juab's going to go for it. From the 10-yard line, 4th and 5 with 11:04 in the second quarter. This could be another game-changing play. The momentum could change right here into Union's favor. Back to throw. Oh, that's a well-drawn-up play, but a bad throw. Incomplete. Look at this L&L Motor replay. Look how wide open this receiver is. Look at the pressure, though. Weston Horrocks is the entire reason that ball was not thrown well. The pressure from that outside linebacker position. Otherwise, that could have been a touchdown, or worst, just a first down and a 1st and goal for Juab. So Union survives again, and they're taking over at their own 10-yard line. Look at the diamond formation on the right. Winterton at quarterback. And a give to Latui. Latui's in some trouble in the backfield. And he's trying to salvage some yardage. And he almost gets back to the line of scrimmage. A yard loss right there. Financial planning, benefit packages, insurance, or retirement plans. We have a specialized team to help meet your needs. The firm of firms, they're the Advisor Group, a great sponsor of VTV Sports and the Union Cougars' quest for a championship. We're in the semifinals here at Weber State University. My name is Brian Baldwin, and this game broadcasting live on Strata Networks Cable Channel 6 and 706 High Definition. Union up 7-0 on Juab. Winterton at quarterback, hands off to Smith. Smith, some room to run. He's up to the 15. Oh, there's a flag. Down to the 25 and out of bounds. About the 29 and a half, but it's probably coming back because of a hold. So the flag down at the 19. Let's see if we can see something. Just a typical Nick Smith run with a couple lead blockers. You can see leading and pulling is Ben Niebergall. And I don't know where that hold is unless they're calling that on Horrocks. Right there. So they're marking it off from the 19. And it's going to be 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 and a half. So they're basically getting to do this play over again. Distribution Now is a worldwide distributor serving the energy and industrial sectors. And they're bringing you this game here on VTV. Distribution Now. 2nd and 10 and maybe some change, almost 11. Winterton at quarterback, diamond formation up top with the receivers. And Nick Smith, Juab pursuing him, and he gets just 2 yards. You can see the defensive pressure right there from Juab, the Wasps swarming all over that one. L&L Motor replay. You can see once they see that, you see the trailers, 51. You see all of the other linebackers trying to get in position to prevent cutbacks and cuts up the middle. So 3rd and 9, Winterton. A give up the middle. First down yardage, and they're a yard short. Now this brings up the question, are you going to go for it or not? I would say no. Last time you didn't make it in the same situation. It's going to be 4th and 1. Watch this, just a quick give up the middle. Look at them create that hole right there. And on the tackle for Juab, number 17, 21. Let's see, that's Tice Osler and Kyler Nielsen. So they are going to punt. Union is out to punt. Winterton, the punter, and the returner for Juab, hanging out about midfield, right on the B of Weber State. Fumbled snap. He's going to get the punt off anyway, but it is not a good punt. This punt is going to land at the 36 and roll out about the 44-yard line. So under 9 minutes in the second quarter, possession change, and Juab gets the ball inside Union territory. It's going to be officially marked at the 43-yard line. Near fumbled snap. Looked like he even had some room to run right there if Winterton wanted to run that one. And you can see Union just lets it bounce, and they get a Union bounce as it bounced only about the 34-yard line. So Juab, 4 receivers off to the right. One's a wingback, but 3 wide. 1 left, so 5 wide total, and they're bringing some pressure. Now Juab calling a fullback back. There you go. Nick Robbins under pressure, throws it, and off the shoulder of a Union Cougar defender, number 10, Everett Miller. That ball intended for Steve Orm of Juab. 2nd and 10. Just trying to get the outside sideline, and if that ball is thrown a little, I don't know. That was great defense right there. Great defense. If you could have thrown that, maybe lead them a little bit more, maybe there's a chance. But I think just overall, the defense was there. Here you go, same formation with the wingback on the right, 3 receivers. And Nick Robbins sets, throws, and he is off the mark. And I'll tell you what, it's all because of Horrocks. If you can see Horrocks coming in from his outside backer position, he is on the quarterback every time. Incomplete right there. So let's watch it. Horrocks coming in from the top. You can see him right there. He's on the E of Weber State. Boom, right there. He is in his face every time, making him throw those bad throws. And really, if you can leave receivers open and get pressure on the quarterback like that and have them throw bad every time, then it works. Defensive scheme works. All right, doubles right, single left, and 1 in the backfield and 1 wing back. And here's the screen. Nice screen pass. First down yardage and more for Juab. They're going to mark him out at the 31, so 12 yards on that play. 1st and 10. over pursuit by the Union Cougars, not only on the defensive line, as you see a bunch of them going after the quarterback, but also the right end could have been in position for that, but he over pursued a little bit. And steps out right there. Strata Networks proud to partner with VTV and bringing you this live coverage on Strata Networks cable, Channel 6 and 706 high definition. Juab and Union semifinals. Winner plays Judge Memorial in the state championship game at SUU next Friday. Juab 1st and 10 and 3-yard gain just for a fullback right there. Brandon Smith on that run. We're under 8.5, second quarter. Juab began this drive inside Union territory. Union has held Juab twice on 4th down this game. Union has also been held on a 4th down. It had 1 touchdown called back as well. And then they finally did score near the end of that first quarter. So 7-0 Union. 2 wingbacks, fullback, a receiver on each side. Nick Robbins, quick throw to the wingback. Now that time he hits him down to the 15, and a great tackle there by Zach Roll. And catching that ball for Juab, Peyton Bowring. And this time he hits him right on the target. Just a quick turnaround at 5 yards. See, he's just sitting there. And it's smart there of Zach Robbins to throw that to his outside shoulder. Is whoa, nice hit right there that Bertosh took. Bertosh was coming from the inside, and he could have gotten there. If the ball was thrown to the inside shoulder, Bertosh could have made a play, but because it was thrown to the outside, the momentum's there. He's able to catch it and run. Motion going out. Watch this guy. Thrown instead, he's a blocker, thrown to one of the receivers who's out there. That's number 3, Diego Carmona, and a quick 6-yard gain on 1st and 10. That's just a great play, a great screen right there, and a great tackle on first contact by Bertosh. You haven't seen Union miss too many tackles on first contact. Little confusion on the Union defense, and it shows as Juab will just walk in the end zone. Union was trying to make a defensive substitution. That defensive substitution had to run back off the field, and then the guy who thought he was coming out had to run back on, and Juab just went the other way. Look at that. They just push everybody inside. He's got 3 lead blockers for only 2 defenders, and he literally is just walking into the end zone. Touchdown, Juab, Diego Carmona, and they're looking to tie the game now, 7-7. With 7:07 left in the second quarter. Remember the last 2 times these teams met. October 15th, Union led at the half 17-6 after taking a 10-0 lead in the first quarter. But Juab scoring a touchdown in each of the last 3 quarters. No extra points back then, but scoring a touchdown each of those last 3 quarters. Ended up winning in the last minute 18-17, a close game. Juab's only loss this year was to Salem Hills. The PAT is good. It is all tied up. 7-7. Let's take 30 seconds. We'll be back with the kickoff right after this.
7,
Tired of fast food insurance plans? At the Advisor Group, we specialize in financial planning, retirement, life, health benefits, home, auto, and commercial insurance. We are your one-stop firm that delivers the solution for your personal and professional needs. The Advisor Group. Service you will recognize.
Seven, scores all tied up here at Weber State University. Semifinal action. Union being represented well. A big following up there in the stands. Juab ready to kick as they just tied up the game. Caught at the 9. And now, do they want to try a reverse? No, they don't. And they've got some room to run even without doing that. 34-yard lines where they're going to finally pull Nick Smith down off that kick return. So Union decent field position to start. Well, after Juab pulled the reverse, Union was thinking the same thing. No. Some nice cutting right there, some nice blocks. Ooh, just 1 more or 2 more broken tackles. He could have gone the distance. You always say that about kickoffs, right? 1st and 10, Union Cougars at their own 34. This game brought to you by Delco Northwest. Delco has been established in the Basin since 1977, bringing you Union Cougar sports. Nick Smith around the left side, and Juab is all in the backfield. And the football came out. Juab recovers. I was watching the ref to see where they were placing that ball, and he started going backwards. I didn't see the fumble. Let's see where it happens. This will be the second fumble by Nick Smith today. He comes up. He's trying to lean forward. And, just stripped right there. You can see it, and Juab just falls right on it, number 77. And Ashton Seeley gets that recovery. So 32-yard line is where Juab will take over. 6:51, second quarter. Hurrying to the line, and a wingback run to the left. This is what they scored the touchdown on, and they're getting just as much yardage this time, down to the 6 or 7 yard line, and they're going to throw a flag because he was hit out of bounds as he ends up on the track. So half the distance to the goal, even more. Just that Juab has discovered that they can run on that left side, and that's the side that is farthest from the sideline as well. You can see he's going out of bounds, and he's just, well, that's kind of one of those where you're like, he's just trying to hit him out of bounds. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's going to be a 2.5 yard penalty anyway. So first and goal, Juab from the 2.5 yard line. 7-7 the score. Juab just barely tied up the game, and now they could possibly take the lead. This game brought to you by Marion's Variety, proudly supporting the Union Cougars and the community. They're at 29 North, 200 East, and they're going to call a timeout on the field. Let's take it. 30 seconds. We'll be back with this first and goal by Juab right after this. Back from the timeout, first and goal for Juab as Union needed to talk about things. Juab to the fullback. Looked like he had a chance to get in, stuffed, and then did he roll in, or are they going to mark it down? Looks like they're going to mark him down just short of the goal line. Yeah, look how close that is. The nose right there almost looks like it's right on the goal line. Second and goal, Juab. Union defense really on top of things today, but the offense has fumbled twice and just put them in not good positions. Rushing to the line again. Nope, they stop him again. Look at that defensive stand by Union. It's going to be third and goal now. Nope, they're not giving them the touchdown. Great stop right there. Who's that? 54, Jordan Gurr, right there making a very important tackle right at the line. My guess, Juab will probably try something outside here and then go for it on fourth if they don't get it. Let's see what they do. Hustling to the line. Same play twice in a row. And a quarterback keeper, and he's got it. Touchdown, Juab. So 13-7 with the PAT pending. Quarterback Zach Robbins just reaching across. He made a very deliberate on putting this across the goal line, guys. No more putting this 2 inches short anymore. And there was no question right there. Number 15 holding up his hands. He's probably in the way of the refs. You always got to be careful of that as a player as well. Don't get in the ref's way. Touchdown, Juab, 13-7. Blocked, look at that, but caught and tackled. So last thing he thought he was going to do was catch a blocked PAT, but that was great. Steve Horn catching that. Eldon, I'm over to replay. Who got their hand up? Can I see it? Let's see. Who is that? Is that Kafusi? Looking for a number. 48, Kafusi called it. Blocked PAT. So 13-7. Let's take 30 seconds. We'll be back with another kickoff here on VTV.
Are you a busy mom like me with so little time, juggling so many different things that getting your oil changed is the last thing on your mind? You won't believe this. Head to L&L Express Lane. You don't need an appointment. There's a place for your kids to play, and you can use an iPad with Wi-Fi while you wait. And here's the best part. It's all done under 30 minutes or less. Come and see us at L&L's Express Lane. People you know. People who care.
Back here at Stewart Stadium, Weber State University, Juab 13, Union 7. Union not too long ago had a 7-0 lead, but a fumble here and a couple big plays by Juab later, and it's 13-7. 5:31 second quarter. My name's Brian Baldwin. Thanks for joining us live on Channel 6 and 706. High definition Strata Network cable, teaming up with VTV. And it's a pleasure to bring these games. This is the semifinal action for 3A. Winner of this game goes down to play Judge Memorial in SUU Stadium next Friday. This kickoff nearer to the goal line, but caught by Nick Smith down to the 15. And no flag on that block. There are a lot of people who thought there should have been a block in the back, but Nick Smith makes it up to the 23-yard line. You'll see the block I'm talking about on the L&L Motor replay here shortly. But a great kick for a high school kid to kick it to the goal line. Right there is a great kick. There you can see the block. Ooh, maybe that should have been a push in the back. No call though. Nick Smith down to the 23. So Union's got to go to their bread and butter and run Nick Smith around. Also try some big plays. They got to make sure that they do not get into halftime down by more than one score or without tying it. Down to Latui. He catches it. He's down past midfield. Latui just streaking down the middle of the field on a quick seam, and that play would not have gone anywhere without a perfect throw from Winterton. Watch Latui, you can see him on the screen, just kind of cutting inside, going right up that hash, and beating the linebacker. Look at that pass. Caught about the 44 and inside Juab territory at the 48. 1st and 10, Union trips right. Winterton back to throw, and he's got some room to run. Watch him take it 45, 40, he's down to the 35 and taken down hard. 1st and 10, Union. Winterton looked like he wanted to throw this. Everyone's going on legit passing routes. This was not a called run, but when the defensive end goes out wide, you have that big gap there. You've got to take it. And a quick, about a 13 to 15-yard run right there for Winterton. So Union wasted no time trying to answer here. 4:46 and the clock's ticking. Second quarter. Trips left, one receiver right. Nick Smith in the backfield. And a timeout. Union. All right, let's take it. A 30-second break. Juab 13, Union 7 from Weber State University. We'll be right back after this.
Strains and sprains are common injuries, especially when exercising or playing sports. Falling, twisting, or getting hit can cause a strain or a sprain. Symptoms may include pain, swelling, or being unable to move a joint or muscle. Treatment usually begins with resting the injured body part and applying ice to reduce pain and swelling. Severe strains or sprains may require more extensive treatment, including surgery or physical therapy. For more information on strains and sprains, visit our website at ashleyregional.com.
4:38 second quarter. That's going to be a 1st and 10 for Union. They're stacking the receivers on each side. Winterton at quarterback, Nick Smith behind him. And a quick screen pass to Latui. Cuts inside. Great cut right there into the inside 35-yard line to the 32. Looked like it could have been broken immediately. Watch the penetration there. Or Nick Smith nearly got in the way of the quarterback, Winterton. And just a 3 or 4 yard gain. 2nd and 6. Trips left, single right, and a fullback in the backfield. That's Nick Smith with Winterton. Another quick screen. This time it is a broken play as Latui, it almost looked like Latui and Horrocks couldn't figure out who was supposed to go back and get that screen pass and who was supposed to go block. And you can see it looks like Horrocks caught it. Watch, they both step back. But now Latui's supposed to get that block ahead of time. He must have misheard the play call. They both stepped back to kind of get that screen pass. So a loss right there on 2nd and 10. or no, 2nd and 6. It's a loss of 6. And so it's going to be 3rd and 12. Trips right. Rolling right is Winterton. He lets it go deep. Looks good. Oh, nearly caught, but incomplete. That's Horrocks again. Down at the 3-yard line. So it's going to be 4th and 12. Now this is the zone. You don't really need to punt right here. It's too far to punt, or too close to punt, too far for a field goal. This is a great throw in the face of pressure. He puts a lot of air under it and just barely on the fingertips. And Horrocks, you can see his reaction right here. He knew he should have had that one. 4th and 12, 5 wide. Just Winterton in the backfield for the Union Cougars. Big play right here. Oh, pressure up the middle. They've got him wrapped up, and oh, wow, a 10-yard loss right there. Not only is it, he should have just, well, that's not a situation where you say he should have just hucked it out of bounds, because he's right in the middle of the field. It's 25 yards either way to try to throw that out of bounds. But you can see no blocking up front. And number 69, Keaton Bryan, I'm sorry, gets Winterton down, wraps up his leg, and a 10-yard loss, and Juab takes over. 13-7, Juab's got the lead. 3:22 second quarter. You know they want to put up more points, and they're going to go with the touchdown play. Union looks like they've defended a little bit better this time, still giving up about 7 yards. Running that ball is Diego Carmona for Juab. The L&L Motor replay. This is what they scored the touchdown on. This is what got him near the end zone, the second touchdown. And I'll tell you what, that's their bread and butter, and it's away from the Union Cougars bench. And for some reason, I think that is an advantage to Juab and a disadvantage for Union. We'll have to watch one of the other quarters when they're going, if they run that play toward Union's bench. Back to throw, and sacked in the backfield. I see coming in late is Jordan Gurr, but getting that sack is Kafusi for the Union Cougars. Watch him on that left end position. Hits that tackle, then just goes straight toward that quarterback, wraps him up with the leg. And then Gurr coming at the end to make sure he lets him know he's there too. This game brought to you by Ashley Regional Medical Center, ashleyregional.com. Visit their website. It's where you can find healthy recipes, information on medications that you may be taking. Look up diseases, find out symptoms and treatments. Even watch videos of surgical procedures, ashleyregional.com. Oh, nice hit on that throw. It is a first down, though, for Juab. Just a quick hitch, catching that ball, Kyler Nielsen. So a good throw, just a quick 1-2-3 step, and a quick hitch on the outside. And Latui's made a lot of good hits, but they're throwing these balls quick. They hurry to the line, and they're running this to the Union Cougars side this time, but just as many yards. There's a flag on the field. All right, so it's going to be a holding call. Even though they get 11 yards on the play, the flag is back at the 40, so it's going to go from 1st and 10 to 1st and 20. The flag being right there on the line of scrimmage. I didn't see who the hold was on specifically for Juab, but 10-yard penalty nonetheless, so they're going to go back to midfield on that right hash. K&K Sanitation bringing you this game here on VTV. You can call them at 722-1244. They've been taking away unwanted trash since 1977. Honest, dependable service, K&K Sanitation. All right, Juab, 1st and 20. They want to do the screen. Pressure, Horrocks, shoestring tackle, a 3-yard gain, or about a 2-yard gain. But regardless, that quarterback's feeling a lot of pressure. 1, 2, 3. It's supposed to be a screen to the left. He doesn't like what he sees. And Horrocks, who was way back in the backfield, had to come back up to the line of scrimmage to shoestring tackle. So it's going to be a 2nd and 18. With these screen passes, though, Union's got to be careful not to over-pursue too much. I saw about 4 defensive linemen and linebackers combined in the backfield as the quarterback stepped up. He could have broken that had he not been shoestring tackled. Juab, 2nd and 18, motion and going outside, back to oh, here's the screen I was telling you. 5 Cougars in the backfield hustling after that quarterback. If you see if you're licking your chops like that, then you have got to lay off and go find that running back. Watch this replay, the L&L Motor replay. You can see, let's count them. They just let him go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Cougars after that quarterback. Okay, you see one start to stop and turn back. That was Carson Lamb, but more of them got to do that. That's what I was talking about, the over pursuit. Wow, that could have been deadly. 3rd and 18. 1 minute, 3 seconds, second quarter. This could be a great opportunity for Union to hold, call a timeout, stop the clock, and they do tackle well behind the first down marker. It's going to be 4th and 15. Call the timeout, coach. They do. 55 seconds left in the second quarter. Juab going to be ready to punt as we come back from this 30-second break. You're watching live football action, semifinal action from Weber State University. Juab 13, Union 7, and we'll be right back after this. All right, so will Juab punt? Will they go for it? They've got to punt in this situation. Trying to pin Union back. It is a 4th and 15 from the 45-yard line of Union. Now, as I say, as a coach, you got to punt. Juab's going to go for it. 4th and 15. So the first down marker's at the 30. And wingbacks. Oh, no, now he's going back to punt. And a quick pooch pump. And it's going to land at the 29. Now hopping back to the 20, it's 19-18. So not a bad punt. Anything inside the 20 is a lot better than just about any other option, really. Punt it out of the end zone or go for it and miss. So Union has an 80-plus yard field in 44 seconds. Let's see if they can make any noise. That punt's not very good, but he did get a very friendly bounce. You can see an 11-yard bounce right there. All right, 44 seconds. Let's see what Union can do with a 1st and 10. Big play Union right now. This game brought to you by Western Petroleum, except they have a new name. They're called Pilot Logistics. Still the same great company you can rely on, however. They got an all-new DEF pump, now operating at the Pilot Logistics card lock in Naples. Stop in and fill up with the convenience of the pump. Doubles each side. Winterton, quarterback, Nick Smith, fullback. Winterton, quick screen, Latui cutting inside, nowhere to go. And that's going to take a whole lot of time off the clock right there. They're not going to waste the timeout. They're just going to line up and try to do it again. Okay, so doubles each side. 28, 27, clock's ticking down, second quarter. Nick Smith up the middle, nowhere to go. He gets to the 15, gets maybe a yard back, but still it's going to be 3rd and 12, 18, 17. Might as well just go for a big Hail Mary right here. 13, 12. Second quarter action. Coming to a close here in VTV. 5, 4, 3, 2. They're just going to let it go. They're just going to let it go. Time for halftime. Union didn't want a chance. Hail Mary having a pickoff return, or if it was incomplete, having Juab be able to stop the clock with a timeout. So Union going into the locker room down by 6. Juab 2 touchdowns within a minute span on a turnover by Nick Smith, a fumble. Just one play after their kickoff return off the first touchdown Juab scored. So 13-7, 1 extra missed point. Extra point missed, I should say. And we've got some halftime action here for you. So keep it here to VTV. We'll be right back.
VTV Channel 6. Live high school football coverage. Presented by L&L Motor. Ashley Regional. The Advisor Group. Moon Lake Electric. Pilot Logistics. And Strata Networks.
Strains and sprains are common injuries, especially when exercising or playing sports. Falling, twisting, or getting hit can cause a strain or a sprain. Symptoms may include pain, swelling, or being unable to move a joint or muscle. Treatment usually begins with resting the injured body part and applying ice to reduce pain and swelling. Severe strains or sprains may require more extensive treatment, including surgery or physical therapy. For more information on strains and sprains, visit our website at ashlandregional.com.
Are you a busy mom like me with so little time, juggling so many different things that getting your oil changed is the last thing on your mind? You won't believe this. Head to L&L Express Lane. You don't need an appointment. There's a place for your kids to play, and you can use an iPad with Wi-Fi while you wait. And here's the best part. It's all done under 30 minutes or less. Come and see us at L&L's Express Lane. People you know. People who care.
Tired of fast food insurance plans? At the Advisor Group, we specialize in financial planning, retirement, life, health benefits, home, auto, and commercial insurance. We are your one-stop firm that delivers the solution for your personal and professional needs. The Advisor Group. Service you will recognize.
Hey, Uinta Basin, the DEF pump is now operating at the Pilot Logistics Card Lock in Naples. Come fill your tank at super low prices with the convenience of a pump. Pilot Logistics continues to provide card lock services, bulk fuel, lubes and oils, just as they did when they were Western Petroleum. The new DEF pump is at the Naples location. Here at Pilot Logistics, we are still your neighbors working hard to serve you and invite you to call 789-1832 for more information about all of the services offered by Pilot Logistics.
It is halftime here at Weber State's Stewart Stadium, where semifinal action between the Juab Wasps and Union Cougars has Juab up 13-7. Oh, man. All right, 13-7 the score, and those two touchdowns by Juab both in the second quarter within about a minute and a half of each other. One at the 7:06 mark. Carmona with an 11-yard run on a drive that lasted 43 yards, 7 plays, a minute 49. And then after a Nick Smith fumble, 5:31 remaining in the second quarter, Juab's Nick Robbins with a 1-yard run, sneak up the middle on a 4-play, 32-yard drive. that took up 1:20 of the clock. Union scoring happened on a Nick Smith run in the first quarter with about 1:45 left. That was on a 38-yard drive, just a 2-play drive from the Union Cougars. That put them up 7-0, but of course 13 unanswered points by the Juab Wasps. Now, overall total yardage, Union does have the advantage, 172 to 137. So Union's defense has shown up. If they can prevent in the second half Juab from getting spectacular field position like they've gotten a couple times on the turnovers and whatnot, Union should be okay defensively. Offensively, they are moving the ball, but it seemed like they got frazzled as soon as they did have that score tied 7-7. And they got frazzled when they had one of their touchdowns called back as well. Kafusi had the first touchdown for Union, but that was called back, and Union ended up fumbling on the very next play. So 13-7 could be a far different game had a couple things just gone differently for either team at different points. Both teams started the game with a 4th down stop. 4th and I believe it was just 2 that Union did not convert on their first drive, and then Juab was too far to punt, too close for a field goal, and they had a 4th and 10, and they did not convert on that either on their first drive of the game. Individual stats, let's talk about the Juab Wasps. You have Robbins, quarterback, 9 for 17, 95 yards. His long was 20, but he has been sacked 3 times, and those sacks have gone basically between Kafusi and Horrocks. Horrocks has 3 tackles for losses for the Union Cougars. Kafusi has 2, and 2 sacks given to Kafusi. Total tackles, though, Bertosh is leading the way for Union, 7. Now, offensively, Juab, again, they have 54 yards from Carmona on the ground. Brandon Smith has 12 yards on the ground. Orm just 2 on probably a lateral pass. And the quarterback Robbins on 5 attempts, just 3 yards. And the touchdowns coming from Robbins and Carmona on the ground. Receiving for Juab, Brandon Smith has 32 yards on 2 catches. Elsmore has 22 yards on 2 catches. Carmona 17 yards on 2 catches. And Bowring 16 yards on 2 catches. So you can see the ball is being distributed around pretty good there by the Juab Wasps. Total time of possession, they also lead the way, 14:04 to 9:56. Gotta love tournament time when they give you the stats. This is beautiful. As far as the Union offensive side, Nick Smith leading the way with already over 100 yards rushing, 106 on 17 runs. Latui just 9 yards on 2 runs. And the quarterback Winterton has 23 yards on 1 run, and of course they count the 10-yard loss on another. So he's got 13 overall. Overall rushing yards, about 13. Passing wise, Winterton 4 for 6, 24 yards, a long of 29. Nick Smith 1 completion for 36 yards. That came at a very good time when he was playing Wildcat quarterback and decided to throw it once. And he had a wide open player down the field, got him down inside the 5, and that's where they got their first touchdown from. All right, receiving, Latui 3 for 29 yards. Bertosh 1 for 36. He's the one that received that Nick Smith throw. And Horrocks has 1 catch, but he went backwards, -5 yards. Tackles for Juab. Osler with 5 and a half of a tackle for loss. It means he shared with probably Hatfield or Greenhow. Let's see, Hatfield does have 4 total tackles, and Greenhow has 3. Seeley with the 1 sack for Juab on defense and 4 total tackles. So both defenses doing very well today. Union giving a lot of pressure. We've seen some of Nick Robbins' throws go way off the target because of that pressure on the outside, mostly from Horrocks. So as the teams are getting back on the field, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half here on VTV. Once again, we'd like to thank you for joining us. 706 high definition and channel 6 standard. Look at that defense there by Horrocks that I already mentioned. Right there, backfield, Horrocks and Bertosh on that tackle. Here's Smith running as he cuts it up to the sideline. This is one of his biggest runs of the day so far, already over 100 yards. Steps out right there. And great defense. Horrocks actually got hurt there, but he's okay as he's still in there to block. Here's Nick Smith's pass down the middle as they get down inside the 5 to the 2-yard line. And then Nick Smith, at quarterback, wildcats it in from there for the touchdown for the Cougars. They caught the Utes off guard. The Utes defense hadn't even set up, so you can see them walking in right there. That's touchdown number 1. And then here's touchdown number 2, the sneak from the quarterback. That actually was set up by a similar play to the one they did score the touchdown on before. So we are 2 minutes from the second half action. Let's take a quick break, and we'll be back here with the third quarter here on VTV.
VTV Channel 6. Live high school football coverage. Presented by L&L Motor, Ashley Regional, The Advisor Group, Moon Lake Electric, Pilot Logistics, and Strata Networks.
Moon Lake Electric has been a staple in the basin for 75 years. And though many things have changed through the years, one thing stays the same: our dedication to keeping the power on and our priority of doing that safely. We now have a Facebook page, which can be accessed through our website, allowing you to receive energy tips, outage reports, personnel changes, and feedback. Moon Lake Electric thanks its members and employees for 75 years of keeping the power on.
Basin, the DEF pump is now operating at the Pilot Logistics Card Lock in Naples. Come fill your tank at super low prices with the convenience of a pump. Pilot Logistics continues to provide card lock services, bulk fuel, lubes and oils, just as they did when they were Western Petroleum. The new DEF pump is at the Naples location. Here at Pilot Logistics, we are still your neighbors working hard to serve you and invite you to call 789-1832 for more information about all of the services offered by Pilot Logistics.
We're just about ready for the third quarter here at Stewart Stadium on the campus of Weber State University. Juab and the Wasps up 13-7 over the Union Cougars. Thanks for joining us live via VTV. Strata.tv is where you can watch it on the web. Also, those in the basin, you in a basin, you're watching us live on Channel 6 and 706 high definition. Through KSL Links, Deseret News, we'd like to thank you for joining us today. Second half action going to begin as Union will kick off. They did get the opening kickoff for this game. Now, if this could get Union to pin Juab back, I have no doubt Union's defense can hold them. But the problem was in that first half is Union was fumbling. They were doing things to give Juab possession inside their territory. So with this kickoff, as long as they don't give up a big return like they had earlier this game, this could be an opportunity for Union to let their defense show what it does when they have a team pinned back. All right, so here we go. Winterton to kick off for Union. Second half action. My name is Brian Baldwin. Thanks for joining us once again here on BTV.
They are now at the golf cart. Kickoff.
Little squib kick there. Going left, picked up 13. And, oh, he's got room to run. Cutting it outside. Finally tackled at the 32 or 33. And I'll tell you what, that's a pretty good run back. In that tackle is Dexton Iverson for Union. Look at this, a little overrunning right there. And finally a tackle made right there as that ball was run back by Mason Mangelson. All right, 33-yard line. It's a 67-yard field for Juab. to start this third quarter. They hustle up to the line. Everybody tight. 2 wingbacks, 2 receivers running to the right, and Horrocks is there to meet him. Now the pressure does give them, it looks like maybe a yard or 2. The original contact was in the backfield between Horrocks and the runner there. Just the wingback left to right, and Horrocks right there trying to strip the ball too. That's pretty smart. Peyton Bowering trying to run that for Juab, and he gets officially 2 yards. 2nd and 8 at the 35. So they widen the receivers out, but still the wingbacks and fullback. 1 wingback in motion, man-to-man coverage on the outside. They try to give it to the fullback up the middle. Union's defense, stout, throwing them down. Brandon Smith going nowhere right there. And they give him forward progression to the line of scrimmage, so it's going to be 3rd and 8. But watch this defensive line. I tell you, when they're not feeling like they're backed up to their own end zone, Union's defense playing very, very well in this open field. They hustle up, everybody tight, right hash. To throw, Nick Robbins. He does throw deep, coverage, and no, bad. He did make the catch, it looks like. But there's a flag. Nope, he did not make the catch, but they're gonna call pass interference here. I'd like to take another look.
That he got hit by the safety from behind.
Oh, you can't see it on that replay. The ball's on the ground, you can see. I thought that was a pretty well-timed hit when I saw it live. I didn't see it very well on the replay there. But they are going to mark off 15 for pass interference. I don't like that call. I thought from where I saw, they were both going up for the ball. So right at midfield, Juab's got the ball. 3rd and 8. You can't do that. All right, doubles on the right with the wing back, and he slips through 2 defenders and nearly pulled down just for a 1-yard gain, but he goes forward for about 3 yards. Brandon Smith right there for Juab. Let's take another look at this on the L&L Motor replay. People who care. Looks like he just squirts right through a backer, and that's Horrocks and the defensive lineman. And finally, Bertosh just hanging on until he had some help from his defense. 2nd and 7, a quick screen pass off to the right. Latui there, he gets blocked, but breaks the block and tackles before the 1st down marker. And so it's going to be a short 3rd down play. Diego Carmona on this quick screen. Watch Latui. He sheds the blocker, and he makes a great tackle. Looked like he was beat there. So 3rd and 1. That was a great defensive play by the cornerback. Or safety by Union. They're trying to get the hard count. Doesn't work. Union not flinching. 3rd and 1. They're sure breaked off with four backers and their safeties. And they're going to give it off wide, and I think Union was kind of anticipating that, even though they did they get, no, it's going to be 4th and short. They stopped him. I think Union was anticipating the run to the outside. They only have 3 down linemen, and they have the safeties and linebackers coming in from the side. If they could have got, oh, there's a hold right there. No call, and they do stop. Yes, they stop them well short of that 1st down. The 1st down marker's at the 40. And so Juab, you can see how close it is right there, 2 feet away from the 1st down, a football and a half. So Union now going to set up the middle, but doubles on each side for Juab. Juab gives to their fullback, and they stop him. They stop him. A turnover on downs by the Union defense. I don't think they got it. They needed that yard line. They needed that yard line for the 1st down. Watch, he's hit a yard in the backfield. He is not, yeah, he's going to be short. Look at that, the L&L Motor replay. I'll tell you what, comes in real handy. The ball's not anywhere near that line. 1st and 10 Cougars. 8:30 on the 3rd quarter clock. Mark that down. This could be a game changer right there. Financial planning, benefit packages, insurance, or retirement plans. We have a specialized team to help meet your needs. The firm affirms, the Advisor Group, bringing you Union Cougar football live on VTV. Doubles on each side. Shotgun, Nick Smith sending the tight end over to the other side. Tight end Bertosh. All right, Latui basically taking the distraction away. Look at Nick Smith on the outside. First down and more, down to the 40, 35. Oh, he's out of bounds about the 30. Where are they marking him? 33-yard line? 32-yard line. Wow, that's a great, already 100 yards rushing on the day. That's another 27-yard run. They used Latui to make everybody think he's running to the left behind Latui. Instead, he goes opposite. He just had one guy to beat. And if he would not have stepped out right there at the 32, he would have at least gotten 10 more yards. Nick Smith at quarterback again. This time, he's going opposite of Latui again, just up the middle, off to the right. Near first down yardage. He got 8 yards on that one, so it's going to be a 2nd and 2. Nick Smith, a workhorse. Let's say that's over 135 yards this game already. All out of the Wildcat position. Boy, he sure knows how to make those cuts, doesn't he? Breaking a tackle right there, initial hit, and he's still getting another 2 yards after that hit right there. Nick Smith at shotgun quarterback again. Tight end on the left, doubles on each side. Now motion Latui right to left. Now he's following Latui. He's up the middle. He's got room to run. First down and more to the 15. 1st and 10, Union at the 15. No laundry on the field. Moving the chains. So this is the way Union wanted to respond. Go behind their workhorse. Look at him just push after that contact. 2 more yards. This is great. They're calling it down at the 16. So 1st and 10 at the 16. Nick Smith and shotgun. Motion from Horrocks. Now following Horrocks around the edge. One block right there. And he gets 5 yards. Check out this block on the Illinois Motor replay by Horrocks. 5 yards, if not a little bit more. Watch him follow number 20 right there. Watch 20 make this hit right here. Now that's how you make a block right there. He pancaked himself, but you know what? Number 3 wasn't in on that tackle. Diego Carmona was not in on that tackle. So 2nd and 3.5 or so. They need the 11, I guess 2nd and 4. And there's no quarterback. No quarterback back there. Nick's trying to get his shoe on. Yeah, they stopped the game clock. Oh, no, 6:52. And they reset the game clock so Nick could get his shoe on. 2nd and 4. Same formation. Doubles on each side. Motion. Latui up the middle. Nick Smith down to the 5. 1st and goal from the 5. You're watching this game, whether it be a stream or live on Channel 6 and 706, thanks to Strata Networks, a proud partner with VTV on these broadcasts live from Weber State tonight. Union and Juab in semifinal 3A action. The winner goes on to play Judge Memorial. 1st and goal from the 5. Union wanting to take the lead right here, doubles each side. Nick Smith going opposite, and there's a flag on the field, probably a false start. So Nick just getting 1 yard. It may end up being a 1st and goal from the 10 now. Let's see on the replay. You can see there, well, you couldn't see the, if there was any, oh, yeah. It is a chop block. You can see it on the replay right there. One goes high, one goes low. Chop block happening to number 68, Talon Jennings for Juab. So that is a 10-yard penalty. No, it's a 15. It's going to be, this is where you shoot yourself in the foot. This is where you shoot yourself in the foot. You had 1st and goal from the 5, and now it's a 15-yard penalty. And it's going to be a 1st and 10 from the 20. Motion, Nick Smith at quarterback. Gives it to Latui this time. Latui, oh, he did not get it anywhere. In fact, he may have lost a yard. 1st and 20. He's back now at the 21.5-yard line. Losing a yard right there. At first, I thought they caught them by surprise, but the Juab defense, give them credit. They were all over this play. They're calling it a loss of 2, so 2nd and 22. And Winterton comes in to play quarterback now, passing situations. Watch this. They hadn't given it to Latui before, and I thought they had enough. Ooh, he could have cut it up the middle, too, for maybe a possible gain. Latui running it outside. Winterton to throw. 2nd and 22. Into the end zone. Catch, touchdown, Union. Tie game. Weston Horrocks on the receiving end. I know we were just at the tail end of that replay, but Winterton, who's been on the bench this whole drive, catches that snap, rolls right from the 30-yard line. He lets this baby go. Perfect corner route, touchdown. and he gets a foot in. What a great play there by both the quarterback and the receiver. That's two great connections Weston Horrocks and Winterton have had today. No, I believe the last time it was Latui, but Winterton sure knows how to throw that ball on the spot. A flag, they're calling a false start on the offense. So it's pushing the PAT back a little bit. Point after touchdown. So tie score here in the semifinals, 5:28 third quarter, 13-13. Now on point after touchdowns, it shouldn't matter as much, but for field goals, these are more narrow goalposts than what you see in high school. I don't think, yeah, it's good right there. I don't think it usually matters on the PATs. They're so close. So Union takes the lead 14-13, and that's a way to respond coming out of the locker room to start this third quarter. We're going to be back with the kickoff in just a moment. Let's take a break. It's VTV.
VTV Channel 6. Live high school football coverage. Presented by L&L Motor. Ashley Regional. The Advisor Group. Moon Lake Electric. Pilot Logistics. And Strata Networks.
.527 third quarter. Union up over Juab 14-13. Let's take you back to October 15th. Juab hosting Union, part of the regular season, and Union taking a 10-0 lead in the first quarter. Juab ended up scoring a touchdown within the last minute of the fourth quarter to win that game 18-17. So close games between these two teams. Nothing new this year. Trying to sit that ball down at the 20-yard line, and it is got on a bounce, but look at that hit. Latui, he's been hit. No, that's not Latui, that's 16. That is, I don't have a 16. I have no clue who that was. No 16 on the roster. Oh, Troy Tualo. Watch this. Boom. Nice hit right there. The returner was running into a brick wall, and Troy just comes in and completely knocks him down. Well, I've got Troy on one roster and not on the other. Tawalo? Is it Tawalo? All right. Trips right. Juab 1st and 10. Back to throw. Look at the pressure from Horrocks. And a pass completed at the 30, 35, up to the 30. Where do they mark him? 38-yard line. 1st and 10, Juab. Now, when Horrocks has typically rushed in there today, that's been a bad pass. Look at this quarterback not having much time to throw this ball before Horrocks is right in his face. And it was led a little bit too far, but that receiver reached out and made the most of that catch right there. 1st and 10, Juab. Wing back in motion, give to the fullback, up the middle. He's got a lot of yardage. 1st down and more to midfield. That's Brandon Smith, running back right up the middle. You know, that hit by Troy Tualu, I'll call him Taualu. That makes me think of Ashley Regional Medical Center when you need medical help after a hit like that. AshleyRegional.com, where you can find healthy recipes, information on medications that you may be taking, look up diseases, find out symptoms, and more. AshleyRegional.com. 1st and 10 from the 50, quick slant, pass complete, and 8 yards. There's another smoking hit by Troy. Oh my goodness, Troy. I'll just call him Troy Palumalu. That's close enough, right? Watch this. Latui on the trailing, and then Troy coming in and knocking also number 3 for Union Bertosh in on that tackle. It's going to be a short 2nd and 1. 4:26, clock ticking, third quarter. This game brought to you live here on VTV. My name is Brian Baldwin. Thanks for joining us. Channel 6 standard, 706 high definition in the Uinta Basin Strata Networks. Back to throw. Nick Robbins. Nice throw, caught at the 36, down to the 32. 1st and 10, Juab. Now they're showing what a response looks like to them. They are just going downfield. And this is where you see Nick Robbins is a stud quarterback. He made a couple bad throws earlier in the game, but he has really come through of late. 1st and 10 from the Union 32. 4:03. Everybody tight in that right hash. Swinging it out left. They are running toward the Union Cougars bench. They just happen to love running to the left side. Get 5 yards on that pop. That's the play they scored their first touchdown on, and where they got their field position for that second touchdown. Just a run there by Diego Carmona. And a tackle there by Brock Timothy for the Cougars. 3:32, third quarter. Quarterback in trouble. He throws it, he completes it. Look at that. This is why I say this guy's a quarterback. Down to the 15, 1st and 10. So Robbins definitely making a great play there. Watch it, he even reaches his left hand out to stiff arm while he throws with his right. There's a stiff arm and just drops it to a short cross. It's Brandon Smith, the fullback, down to first and 10 from the 15, 3:07 and ticking third quarter. 2 receivers left, wingbacks on each side, 1 in motion. Give to the fullback, he's got room to run. That's Smith again, 4 yards up the middle. Distribution Now is a worldwide distributor serving the energy and industrial sectors. They've got a quality program that stands above all others in the industry. Visit distributionnow.com for more information. Sponsoring this game, semifinals, live from Stewart Stadium at Weber State University. 14-13 Union over Juab, doubles each side, and just Brandon Smith in the backfield. Nick Robbins, quick screen pass, and a great block on the outside, and they're going to get near the pylons there, but out of bounds at the 2. Watch this outside receiver just totally hammer the outside backer coming up to play this. Right there, that block on Timothy. And then Troy and number 13, that's Henrique Murriera for the tackle at the 2-yard line. Now, what the Union Cougars would love right here is another stand. They have held Juab on a couple 4th downs, not necessarily at the goal line, but they show that they can play big boy ball when it comes down to playing this close. Too easy there for Juab. Touchdown, Juab. They are now up 19-14 with the PAT pending. The defensive end tried to take out the legs of the offensive tackle. In a sense, he took himself out of the play. And that touchdown, Brandon Smith. Looks like they may go for 2 here to try to make it an even touchdown game rather than just 6 points. And they're going to do that with a wingback on each side, a receiver wide on each side, and Nick Smith in the backfield. Wingback left to right, and they're rolling right to throw. Robbins throws in the back, and that's a 2-point conversion right there. A nice catch by number 15, Austin Elsmore for Juab, and now they're up a full 7 points, 21-14 over the Union Cougars. And this is just way too much time to throw. Right there in the back of the end zone, he just sits and holds it. 21-14, we'll be back with the kickoff right after this on VTV.
Moon Lake Electric has been a staple in the basin for 75 years. And though many things have changed through the years, one thing stays the same: our dedication to keeping the power on and our priority of doing that safely. We now have a Facebook page, which can be accessed through our website, allowing you to receive energy tips, outage reports, personnel changes, and feedback. Moon Lake Electric thanks its members and employees for 75 years of keeping the power on.
We're back here in the third quarter at Stewart Stadium, Weber State, semifinal action 3A football between Juab and Union. Juab just scored and took the lead 21-14. They were down 14-13, so the two-point conversion makes it an even touchdown lead. The winner of this game plays Judge Memorial. Now for Union, they only have 2 losses on the year, one to Juab, who they're playing here, and one to Judge Memorial. So if they win the state championship, they're going to have to go through both of those teams that they've already lost to. Juab only losing this year to Salem Hills, so next week would be a great game between those two teams who haven't faced each other this year. A return up to the 28 on the kickoff, and that is Horrocks who returned that one for the Union Cougars. Union looking to respond here. This change of possession brought to you by Moon Lake Electric, in operation since 1938, owned by the people they serve. Moon Lake is a cooperative, not privately owned. You can find them and like them on Facebook. 2:10 third quarter. Brian Baldwin here. VTV live on Channel 6, high definition 706. Nick Smith, quarterback. Horrocks in motion. Nick Smith up the middle and 4 yards or so. Nick Smith at halftime had over 100 yards rushing. So he's just adding on to that. He averages near 200 a game this year. And so he's basically right on pace for what he has averaged this year. Union no huddling, trying to keep Juab's defense out there. Feeling like maybe there might be a mismatch somewhere. Doubles on each side. They're on the left hash. All right, Horrocks again. Nick Smith again up the middle. Loses his footing. He does try forward. That's what you call just unwillingness to go down. You can see the ball snapped right there at about the 33-yard line. And his contact's right there at the 35, and he just presses forward. Or he presses forward to about the 36 or 37, getting an extra 4 or 5 yards where he shouldn't have right there. Leaving it to a 3rd and 3. Doubles on each side. One tight end there on the right for Union. 1:03 third quarter in motion. Latui, and he's got it. Is he going to throw? He is. Going deep. And incomplete, no flag. Wow. That was not a bad throw, but Juab's defenders knew what was going on the whole time. Everett Miller, the intended receiver, I'll tell you what. And you can see the defender, no, that's not PI. He's going for that ball. He had his head turned to look for that ball. What is going? Ineligible man downfield. They may be, what are they doing here? Ineligible man downfield. It should be declined. Yep, there it is, declined. Now it's still 4th down for the Union Cougars, 4th and 3. Now, I have seen on these punts earlier, Juab giving way on that right side. Let's see if Winterton has noticed or if the coaches saw that, but it does look like they have 2 guys up there as if they're going to rush from that side. I doubt Union would try something right here, though. Yeah, they're going to punt it. Winterton to punt, and this is a good punt. Fair caught at the 30. Not a bad punt right there. 21-14, Juab over Union, and a change of possession here. 46 seconds left in the third quarter. We'll keep it here. There's an all-new DEF pump now operating at the Pilot Logistics card lot in Naples. Stop in, fill up with the convenience of a pump. Right there, the card lock in Naples. Pilot Logistics, a great sponsor of VTV Sports. Used to be Western Petroleum. Same great company. 1st and 10, Juab at the 31. Wingback. Now they're in shotgun. A little different look than we've seen today. Going to doubles on the left side. Back to throw. And a quick dump off out of the backfield and 5 yards just like that. And that may, nope, there's still 40 seconds left in this third quarter. That ball going to Austin Elsmore right there out of the back. Nope, that's Brandon Smith out of the backfield. You can see just a quick dump off. Nobody's carding him. Horrocks, well, on the tackle right there is the defensive lineman. Is that 55 or 54? I didn't see. Receiver wide on each side once again in shotgun, which they haven't done much today from that wingback formation. Just a quick stop in the air, intercepted by Latui. Latui returning it to the 37. Wow, just like that, things change for the Union Cougars with 6 seconds left in the third quarter. Another change of possession. Watch, just a quick hitch. He stops right there on the 0. Off his hands, up and off the helmet, into Latui. And Latui returns it back even inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10, Union. Wow, interception near the end of the third quarter. This is what Union needs to come back and tie this game and let the fourth quarter play itself out. Important drive right here. This will be the last play of the third quarter. Back to throw, Winterton. Going deep, going for it all. 2 receivers out there, and that one's nearly intercepted, but a great defensive play on offense there by the Union receiver. That is number 10, Everett Miller. So a great offensive player playing defense right there. This should have been picked off. Watch this. Yeah, good position. The ball needs to be thrown out toward the sideline, but great poke away there by Everett. All right, that's the end of the third quarter. We'll be back in 1 minute here on VTV with fourth quarter action. Juab 21, Union 14. Second and 10 to start the fourth quarter. Union Cougars nearly got picked off on 1st and 10 to end the third. So here they are inside Juab territory at the 37. The diamond formation of wide receivers on the right. Winterton in the option. He gives it to Nick Smith. He's got some room to run. Oh, punishment all the way around. Nick Smith took a hit. He gave a hit. Watch this hit again. It looks like Horrocks was in it. He's on the ground again. Horrocks was the one that was down earlier. Let's look at this punishment. Option play to Nick Smith. Let's see how this all worked out. Oh, Nick Smith and Horrocks knocking each other. So now Horrocks, besides his time in practice against Nick Smith, knows exactly what it feels like to get hit by Nick Smith. And that was all because Horrocks was keeping his block right there. We're going to take an injury timeout as Horrocks is still on the ground on the opposite side of the field. 11:48, fourth quarter, Juab 21, Union 14.
Strains and sprains are common injuries, especially when exercising or playing sports. Falling, twisting, or getting hit can cause a strain or a sprain. Symptoms may include pain, swelling, or being unable to move a joint or muscle. Treatment usually begins with resting the injured body part and applying ice to reduce pain and swelling. Severe strains or sprains may require more extensive treatment, including surgery or physical therapy. For more information on strains and sprains, visit our website at ashleyregional.com.
Tired of fast food insurance plans? At the Advisor Group, we specialize in financial planning, retirement, life, health benefits, home, auto, and commercial insurance. We are your one-stop firm that delivers the solution for your personal and professional needs. The Advisor Group. Service you will recognize.
Are you a busy mom like me with so little time, juggling so many different things that getting your oil changed is the last thing on your mind? You won't believe this. Head to L&L Express Lane. You don't need an appointment. There's a place for your kids to play, and you can use an iPad with Wi-Fi while you wait. And here's the best part. It's all done under 30 minutes or less. Come and see us at L&L's Express Lane. People you know. People who care.
Well, Weston Horrocks is still on the field. Looked for a moment like he was going to get up, but his injury timeout here at Weber State University Stewart Stadium. You can see a lot of concern. Weston Horrocks was continuing his block on that run out, that option outside to Nick Smith, and he and Nick Smith collided, basically hitting helmets, going against each other. At first, it just looked like a big collision between a Juab and Union players, but it was pretty much between the two Union players. And we saw him moving immediately as he was obviously distressed on the field, but they've put him on his back to make sure that he is okay. So 21-14, Juab over Union 11-48 here in the fourth quarter. It's going to be a 3rd and 5 situation as Nick Smith just got 5 yards on that play. This is a full-blown night game here at Weber State. There were 2 games before us. The game immediately before us, Diamond Ranch versus Kanab, was a nail-biter. Diamond Ranch down 2 touchdowns with 5 minutes left. And they come back and they score a touchdown, and they're only down by 1 touchdown. They score another 6 really quick on some beautiful, beautiful defense and pass plays as we see Weston finally getting up and walking off the field to the applause. And when Diamond Ranch scored the touchdown, which would either have lost the game by 1, tied the game, or won the game by 1, they decided to go for 2-point conversion. And they completed that 2-point conversion on a pass play, and there was a lot of excitement. The window right next door to us, you could hear the coach screaming like a girl from Diamond Ranch. So Diamond Ranch and Rich, you can see the collision here again. Boom, just head on between 2 Union players. That is ugly, and that's one of those things that you're not really planning on happening. Watch, Horrocks is just trying to continue a block right here and give Nick Smith some more running, and Nick Smith lowers his head, and Weston's is lowered as well. So we're back to live action. Diamond formation on the left, shotgun. Winterton on 3rd and 5, trying to get some room, and he goes nowhere. In fact, he loses a yard right there. It's going to be about 4th and 6, and they're going to have to go for it. Down a touchdown, too far for a field goal. This is too close to punt. Their defense is playing fairly well, so you've got to go for this. 4th and 6 for Union. Anyway, so to end that 1A discussion, Rich, who won the first game, will now play Diamond Ranch, who won the second game, next Friday night at SUU, the game right before the winner of this versus Judge Memorial. All right, 4th and 6, and it looks like there's a timeout on the field called by Union. Let's take a 30-second break. 21-14, Juab over Union on VTV.
Hey, Uinta Basin, the DEF pump is now operating at the Pilot Logistics Card Lock in Naples. Come fill your tank at super low prices with the convenience of a pump. Pilot Logistics continues to provide card lock services, boat fuel, lubes and oils, just as they did when they were Western Petroleum. The new DEF pump is at the Naples location. Here at Pilot Logistics, we are still your neighbors working hard to serve you and invite you to call 789-1832 for more information about all of the services offered by Pilot Logistics.
Well, we're just thinking up here in the press box, what exactly should Union do here on 4th and 7? You pin them back? Well, good luck. Maybe a 15, 20-yard punt. So they're going to go for it. This is the position where you need to. Doubles left, single right, Winterton at quarterback. And he's got Nick Smith down the middle. Nick fighting for the first down. Looks like he may get it. Oh, that extra push at the end got the first down for the Union Cougars. Let's watch this on the L&L Motor replay. Oh, wow, L&L Motor. People you know, people who care. Watch this. This was doomed. Any other running back, this play was doomed. He needed the 32, or no, the 27. Watch him fight right there, and he gets it. Right there at the 20, just beyond the 27, and it looks like that's all he needed. They are going to officially bring out the measurement, but you can see that the nose of that ball is on the 27-yard line. So we've got a measurement just under 11 minutes in this fourth quarter. Union on a possible game-tying drive against Juab. Wow, let's take a look at this. This is going to...
Very good play call by Union and Coach Labor.
I'll tell you what, no other running back could have. First down, Cougars. Look at that. Excellent, excellent run after the catch there by Nick Smith. Gamble pays off for the Union Cougars, and they are now at the 27-yard line of Juab. Delco Northwest. They've been established in the Uinta Basin since 1977. They're diversified and offer producers a wide array of services. Please call them, Delco Northwest, 722-4236. Bringing you this game. Doubles left, single right. Winterton, quarterback with Nick Smith. Back to throw. Look at Latui. He's wide open. He was last play as well, but that's an overthrow. If you look back at that fourth down play, Latui ran that exact same route, and they're like, hey, he's kind of open. Let's do it again. This was just slightly overthrown, however. Watch, it's just an up, and then kind of it's just an out right there. Just a quick 7-yard out. And all you have to do is pretty much loft that over. The cornerback's playing way back in that situation. So it's a 2nd and 10 now for Union at the 27. I believe it's 4-down territory from here on out. This is the semifinals, fourth quarter. You're down by 1 touchdown. Nick Smith, a quarterback. He goes up the middle, and he's going nowhere. Great defense there by Juab, number 69. You've got Keaton Bryan and also Ashton Seeley, number 77 for Juab, making that tackle right there. 10.5, fourth quarter. This is 3rd and 10, 21-14. We've got 5 wide, and Winterton's a quarterback. 3 left, 2 right. Oh, down the middle, hit him. 5-yard, 6-yard line. He drops it. Oh my goodness, Nick Smith was so wide open. I don't know if we've got the angle on the replay to show how wide open he is. Winterton just stepped up and had to get the ball to him. Watch Nick Smith, second from the top. He is wide open right there. Steps up. All he had to do was get that into his belly, and he doesn't. So it is 4th and 10. Wow, he was so open. Wow. This is not the game right here, but this is a big play. 4th and 10 for Union, and this is not field goal territory. 10:06, fourth quarter. Winterton at quarterback, Nick Smith in the backfield. They've got 2 receivers left, a tight end and a receiver right. Winterton in trouble, and just like the last 4th down, a 10-yard loss on a sack. Wow. Winterton nowhere to go on that. Looks like they wanted to do a swing pass to Nick Smith, and watch Juab's defense. Watch Juab's defense. As Nick Smith goes to the left here, he's right there. As he goes to the left, watch Juab's defense just come up to cover Nick Smith. That's where they were going. Latui may have had an out available at the first down markers, but Winterton was already wrapped up at that point. Juab wasted no time to get things going on their end. They're swinging left and running out of bounds about the 46 or 47 is Juab. That's going to be enough for a first down. This is the play that they've been relying on all game. This is the one Union struggled with. A touchdown, another one set up by this play, and here 10 yards, just like that. 1st and 10, Juab. Basin Swabbing proudly supporting the Union Cougars on their great year. Sponsor here on VTV, Basin Swabbing. 2 wingbacks and doubles on the right side. 1 in motion, give to the fullback. Great stuff. Number 55, Carson Lamb, right there on the stop for the Union Cougars, defensive lineman. And just 1 yard on that play. So at the 49-yard line, just watch him shedding the blocker right there. Boom, just getting Brandon Smith down to the ground. 2nd and 9. All right, so what Juab's going to do, they are definitely going to try to run out as much clock as possible. 1 wingback left side, 2 receivers right, 1 left. Now they're shoving them back out, so there's doubles on each side. Under center, though, the fullback in the backfield, Nick Robbins. Quick throw. Union nowhere to be found on defense there, and they're giving up another 10-yard gain. They're about more like 8 yards. It's going to be short of the first down. It's going to be 3rd and 1. Now it looks like they may give them the first down. Nope, they're moving it back. Looks like he stepped out of bounds. Right, oh, you can see it right there at the 43.5-yard line. He stepped out of bounds, and they've actually marked it out at the 44. So 3rd and 2 for the Juab Wasps. Marion's Variety, I'm thinking of a milkshake. They're proudly supporting the Union Cougars in their community. Bread and butter for Juab, and they get the first down, just barely, but down to the 41, they get a 1st and 10. Marion's there at 29 north, 200 east. This is just the same play they keep running over and over again. That maybe they've found a weakness in Union's defense on that left side, I'm not sure. But they keep going back to it. 1st and 10, Juab. 8:50, clock ticking. Doubles on each side. Last time they did this, they did a quick screen, but they're going to give it up the middle. And just a yard or 2 once again. Carson Lamb. Big tackle right there, 55. You can see that defensive line for the Union Cougars going off is 54. Jordan Gurr because it's a second and long situation, but you also have Kafusi and some others. Look at the pressure right there by Horrocks, and a nice hit by Latui. Latui could create a highlight film from this game alone. Just 2 yards on that play. Number 15, Greg Kidd, getting knocked. Watch this. Pressure from Horrocks. This is what we've seen a lot. That's worked for the Union defense. Nick Robbins getting that ball off, and Latui there to make the tackle. 3rd and 6. Maybe adding on another half yard to that. 3rd and 6.5. So on a 3rd and long, once again, just 3 down linemen for the Cougars. And number 16 in there on the line is Troy Taualo. In motion left-right goes one of the wing backs. Makes it doubles on that right side. Quick slant, and all over that play is number 7, Zach Roll. Oh, good thing you didn't catch that. I think Zach, let's watch that again. Zach was all over that play. They've done that quick slant with success today. So far, Juab has. And now it's a 4th and 6.5. But Zach Roll, one of the quarterbacks, always playing on that from the defensive side, on that right cornerback all game long. On an island at times as well. So 4th and 7, Union needs a stop right here to get that ball back and go down and score. 3 down linemen, 8, the defensive backfield. Up now they're going to punt. He does this. He steps back and then he does a quick pooch punt. And that's an awful punt. I mean, that punt is literally 9 yards in the air and then it bounces back 4 yards. It's just going to be an 8-yard punt for Juab. So Union does take over. It's almost like they did hold them on a 4th down, as they will take over at the 29. Watch this punt. He punts it from the 44. It lands at the 26 and then bounce back to the 30-yard line. So that's not even, wow, that's not even even from where he punted it, that's only 14-yard punt, let alone from where the line of scrimmage was. 1st and 10, Union, 7:19, 4th quarter. Trips right, solo left, Nick Smith, backfield. Quick throw out to Latui. He's got some room to run up to the 35, 37, 38. And that's an 8-yard run after the catch. 2nd and 2, just a quick throw. We've seen Latui have a tough break on some of his throws today and just not making the long runs, but right there he gets 8 yards on 1st down. That's exactly what you need. Ashley Regional Medical Center, ashleyregional.com. They've now got neurology services in Vernal. Dr. Thomas Buchanan. Nick Smith looking to break past the 40 for a 1st down. 1st down for the Utes. Thomas Buchanan, board-certified neurologist, will be seeing patients in Vernal and Roosevelt, 789-1820. 4 appointments with Ashley Regional. Great tackle and taking out the backside of Everett Miller. And Nick's causing a lot of damage, not just to the Juab side, but to his own players as well. A hard runner. Tight end on the, no tight end. Doubles on each side. Nick Smith in the backfield with Winterton. Winterton, quarterback. And over the neutral zone goes Juab, and it's going to be a 5-yard penalty. That's a great opportunity for a hard count. Now, they're trying to point the finger at Union. I did not see anybody move. So a good call there by the side judge right there. So 1st and 5. That's the way you want it. This is when you can take a gamble and maybe another big play. 6:14, 4th quarter. Doubles on each side. Nick Smith, backfield with Winterton. Just before midfield, Latui motion. They try that hard count again. They can see the blitzers. Winterton's got time, though. Look at that throw. Down the sideline, out of bounds, just a little bit wide. Looked like for a moment Everett Miller might be open, streaking down that sideline. Winterton definitely had time to throw to let any kind of double move progress right there. Let's see what we have. Some contact and out, and then there's the up. That's the double move I was talking about. That safety was in pretty good position to make a play right there. Looked just for just a little moment, he looked open. We've got the diamond up top, shotgun, Winterton. 2nd and 5. Nick Smith taking the wide field, and Juab all over it. He loses a yard. It's going to be 3rd and 6. Number 58 there for Juab, Jackson Allred. See him right there. He helped on that tackle with Nick Smith. 5:30, fourth quarter. It's ticking down. This may be a last chance for Union, a last drive to tie up this game. Trips right and doubles left, so that means 5 wide. Spread out evenly, Winterton and shotgun. Who's he going to throw to? He's going to scramble, but he's got time to look. He's going to throw it, and it's caught for a first down. First down, Union Cougars right there at the 45. They needed the 47. They get a first down. What a great catch by Everett Miller right here. Watch, Winterton in trouble as the blitzing Brandon Smith comes in. Winterton able to keep his eyes open, throws it downfield. What a great catch right there, getting that right leg in. First down, Union Cougars, 5:05 clock stop, fourth quarter. What a great play. 5 wide again, Nick Smith, he's in the middle up top. Winterton throwing it deep down the middle. Latui catches at the 22. He's down to the 15. First and 10, Union Cougars. And look at that excitement. Under 5 minutes now, Union on their way to try to tie this game. Look at this throw. He just lofts it. You got to get that over the defense, which he does. Look at that. Plays perfectly over the outstretched arms of Tice Osler. What a great throw. Winterton has shown some great touch today. That's the third one I've mentioned, great touch by Winterton. Could make a highlight film for his college experience today as well, as he's a senior, just like Nick Smith. This could be their last game. Winterton to Smith. Oh, look at, oh no, flag. I was going to say, look at that hole right up the middle. Wow. Cougars got down to the 17, so it's going to be 1st and 15 now from the 22. Wow. Wow. That was a touchdown right there. I don't know if Juab just stood up because they knew it was going to be a false start, but that hole was huge. I don't really see what the penalty is, to be honest. Oh, this is the play before. Okay. I didn't see. I was going to say I didn't see the lineman move. All right, trips left, singles right. Nick Smith in the backfield and pulls it. Goes to the end zone. Everett up, breaks it up. No good. Everett Miller. That ball was a little bit underthrown, but I got to tell you what, that is great defense by the Juab cornerback, and we have seen this a few times tonight. Look at that. You got to throw that a little bit deeper. Look at that quarterback going up for it, and then Everett doing the smart thing and throwing him down to the ground. Cornerback for Juab is Kyler Nielsen. 21-14, Union with 2nd and 15. They need to tie this game as there's only 4:23 left on the clock. Diamond formation of receivers, but Nick Smith up the middle to the 20, and it's going to be 3rd and 12. Wow, Juab is really focused on Nick Smith this quarter and the end of the 3rd quarter. All right, 4:10 and ticking, 4th quarter clock. All right, 3rd down, so you do need to get a few yards here, because this is 4-down territory. 3rd and 12. Maybe do something across the middle where you can get 6 and see if you can run a little bit. I don't know. Let's see what they have called. Doubles left, tight end right, solo on the bottom side. Here's the quick screen. Not screen, but slant, and that did get the 6 yards I was telling you, maybe 5 yards. It is going to be a 4th and 7. Just a quick slant right here. Boom, nice catch right about the 15-yard line. They need the 8-yard line for a first down. So it is a 4th and 7. 4th and 7. Moon Lake Electric, in operation since 1938, owned by the people they serve. Moon Lake is a cooperative, not privately owned. Find them and like them on Facebook, a great sponsor of Union Cougar football on VTD. Here we go, Winterton, 4th down. What does he have? He's going to the end zone. In the back of the end zone, and it's broken up. What? There's a Juab defender on the ground. Is there a flag anywhere? Nope, it looks like that is a stop on 4th down. I was looking for any kind of flag. Yeah. Oh man. Go for the end zone or just the first down in this case. Watch him. He's already out of bounds before he goes up to try to catch that. So that would not have been a touchdown even if he caught it. He stepped on that line before. So 2:48, and it looks like Union's got 2 timeouts. There is an injury on the field. He is up and walking off now for Juab. I was wondering if at first when I saw somebody down, I was thinking it might have been the Union quarterback getting hit late, but no, it's a defender for Juab. And, well, Union needs to make a stop here real quick. 2:48, they cannot allow a first down. Plain and simple, you cannot allow a first down. Financial planning, benefit packages, insurance, or retirement plans. We have a specialized team to help meet your needs. The firm of firms, they're the advisor group. They've been sponsoring VTV Sports all year. And it will continue with basketball coming up in January. Doubles each side. Watch for them to do the run or the run type situations like that right there. Union knocking them out after a 4 or 5 yard gain. It's going to be 2nd and 5. 2:35 and rolling. You can see this is an extension of the running game. That is a backwards pass, which counts as a run. And that's all they're going to do from here on out to try to either complete those kind of sure passes or run it up the middle. Union must stop Juab. Now, being at a college stadium, you do have a play clock here. You don't have to rely on refs and their inconsistency in calling the delay of game. There's 10 seconds still on the play clock, 2:10 on the game clock. Motion, Juab with the fullback, and he is tackled after a 2 yard gain. It's going to be 3rd and 2. I'd say call a timeout right now. So, yep, they do call a timeout with no, never mind. 3rd down, 1:54 on the clock. Union will probably call a timeout if they hold him here. So 1:43 and ticking. Juab's going to take their sweet time right here. It's amazing how this game is coming down right now. The last time the Cougars were here in the semifinals, 2007, over at the University of Utah Stadium. Here they go, 3, 2 on the play clock, 1, and they're calling a timeout. So with 1:25 on the clock, Juab's calling a timeout. And we'll take it, 21-14, Juab over Union. The final minute 25 coming up right after this on VTV.
VTV Channel 6. Live high school football coverage. Presented by L&L Motor. Ashley Regional. The Advisor Group. Moon Lake Electric. Pilot Logistics. And Strata Networks.
(21-14), Juab over Union. Juab has the ball, but it is 3rd and 3. Union pretty sure they're going to try to run here and run the clock down a little bit or make Union call a timeout if they do happen to stop them right here. But this is an important stop. If you had timeouts or not, you've got to stop them right here, because if there is a first down, that may just be the game. Motion. And they're giving up the middle. Oh, tied up right away. That play only lasted 2 seconds. And they got to call a timeout. They do with 1:20 on the clock. Union does call a timeout. We'll keep it here, though. Watch how the running back, Brandon Smith, is just tripped up right at the line. Wow, 34 for Union, getting his hands in there. That is Cash Connery. And wow, what a great play there on the defensive side. Now, I was saying the last time Union was in a semifinal football game was at the University of Utah's Rice-Eccles Stadium against Judge Memorial. I happened to be there at that game, and that was the Richard brothers. As quarterback Richard and receiver Richard, and they were the year Union just looked unstoppable. In fact, earlier in the year, they did beat Judge Memorial in a very good game at Union High School earlier that year. So this one at the University of Utah back in 2007 was much anticipated. I remember an injury to Richard's hand. He had his hand on someone's helmet after a pass, and just things kind of fell apart from there for Union. I believe the score was 49-20 at the end of that one. So it's taken 7 years for Union to get back into the situation, and now it comes down to taking this punt and trying to return it as far inside territory as they can of the Juab Wasps. Here's a punt. It's a good punt. It's going to be received off the bounce at the 40. Take it back and nowhere to go. Tackled at the 41 right there. And that's Everett. All right, Cougars have 1:09 and one timeout. One timeout for the Union Cougars. Watch this punt. It's a good punt. It's 10, 20, 30, 40, 45 yards on that bounce. And wow, great coverage there by Juab. Everett nearly broke something there, but Juab is all over it. Juab's players on defense getting pumped up, knowing this is the game. Union knowing this is the game. They are huddling up, and it will be a 1st and 10. Strata Networks, well, they're bringing you this game. It is on Strata Cable, Channel 6 and 706 high definition. Also, the stream put on KSL and Deseret News. Well, it is brought to you by VTV and Strata Networks. We'd like to thank them for bringing you local high school sports. Here we go. This is it. Winterton to throw. Latui, get out of. Oh, he's going to cut it up the middle. If he went out of bounds, he wouldn't have gotten any yardage. But either way, it would have been better for that clock to stop. He only got 3 yards. Union's already lined up and ready to go. Just getting a quarterback on Latui in place. Nick Smith at fullback. Winterton in the shotgun. That just wasted another 20 seconds. If he would have gone out of bounds, that's 20 seconds they could have. Winterton's in trouble. He's got to get rid of that ball, and he does. And the clock stops at 35 seconds. Wow. I'll tell you what, if Latui would have gone out of bounds, this would be a 3rd and 9 with 55 seconds, but it's a 3rd and 6 with 35. And that is great defensive pressure right there by that defensive line. Winterton smartly throwing it out of bounds. And got 20 seconds on the play clock. 3rd and 7. 5 wide. And now Juab is calling a timeout. Let's take it. Let's give our sponsors another opportunity to tell you about them. We'll be right back in 30 seconds here on VTV.
Tired of fast food insurance plans? At the Advisor Group, we specialize in financial planning, retirement, life, health benefits, home, auto, and commercial insurance. We are your one-stop firm that delivers the solution for your personal and professional needs. The Advisor Group. Service you will recognize.
35 seconds in the 4th quarter. 21-14 Juab over Union. And this is it. It's a 3rd and 7. And Union's down to their last couple plays because there's only 35 seconds left. They need to tie this game. They've got a 56-yard field ahead of them. Winterton at quarterback with 5 wide. 3rd and 7. Remember, the clock stops as they set the chains on a 1st down. They're going to go with Nick Smith, and he drops it again. That should be an incomplete pass. It's going to be 4th and 7. Clock stopped at 31. Nick Smith's dropped 2 very important balls today. One down there at the 6-yard line. So 30 seconds left. Watch this. This is a forward pass. Just dropped. He took his eyes off of it. He was looking downfield before he caught that ball. Union lining up. They still have 19 seconds on the play clock. And they're going to do 3 on the left side, 1 on the right, and Nick Smith in the backfield. And this is the game right here, 4th and 7. Winterton in trouble. He's got to get out of there. He's going to have the 1st down, though, and more into midfield. 45-yard line. Clock stops at 23 seconds. Line up, Union. Line up. The clock will start as soon as they set the chains. Oh, somebody's really dizzy out there. Winterton got his bell rung, and he's falling over all over the place. Zach Roll is the backup quarterback. Winterton is loopy. Let's see the hit he took at the end of this. This will not count as timeout, I believe. Oh, that's the play before. 21-14, Winterton gets the 1st down and more, but they are going to have to bring Zach Roll into the game, and they may force Union to take a timeout. I don't know. Wow, Winterton's not even going to remember the rest of this game. 1st and 10 from the 44. Now, 23 seconds, you can do a lot. You got to focus on passing near the sidelines. If you catch it, get out of bounds. if you do get a first down, everybody's got to line up and spike the ball. If you do get a first down, you are in the territory to basically get a Hail Mary opportunity. Winterton scrambling right here. Oh, look at him tuck that ball with the right and keep it away from the defenders. Watch this. Let's see what he does at the end here. Doesn't really look like he took a hit to the head except for just falling on the back of his head and having that hit the ground. Boy, you know, Winterton, this is a time when he wants to be out there. But Zach Roll, another senior for the Utes, if not Nick Smith playing quarterback. Zach Roll is very capable. We have seen him a few times this year step in there at quarterback in different situations. Winterton's out there on the bench for Union. It looks like they may have forced Union to take a timeout. I'm not sure about that. But they forced Union to take the timeout there, and that could hurt Union. Zach Roll, number 7. Tight end on the left, doubles on each side. Zach Roll alone in the backfield. Very capable. He throws it to the outside, get out of bounds, first down, and he's out of bounds. 18 seconds. Is there a flag? Is it a late hit? Could be a late hit or a hold. There is a flag. There's not a hold there. What's the hold?
That may be a late hit on the quarterback.
No, they threw it. The guy threw it right where the hold was. This can't be a hold. There is no way. If you look at that replay again, look at the offensive lineman keeping that defender in front of him. There was no hold. Let's look at it again. Here's a middle linebacker blitzing. There is no hold right there. Where is this flag going? Okay, so it looks like it is against Juab. Personal foul, hands to the face. Okay, boy, these refs scared me. So give them the 10 yards, and then are they giving them an additional 15 after that? They are. This is a great opportunity for Union. 18 seconds, you can get 4 plays, 4 strikes to the end zone here. Wow. Yeah, the mark may be wrong. They got 10 yards on the penalty. They're trying to figure out where to put this ball, because if it was during action, it wouldn't have been a dead ball. So you either take the play or you take the yardage on the penalty. I don't know if they'll give you both. Yes, they're going to bring the ball back. Where the ball was at the 19, they're going to bring it back. Okay, so he got 10 yards on the play. So they're not going to take the play. Instead, they are going to take the yardage. So count off 15 from the 44. The ball is going to be at the 29. So the yardage on the play was no good because they're taking the penalty yardage. Darn it, that would have been great if it was a dead ball foul, but I understand the call here. All right, 18 seconds. VTV, Channel 6 and 706, bringing you this live to many Uinta Basin homes. Zach Roll at quarterback. The clock is rolling 15. He's rolling right. He's got to go end zone. And he's going to get some yardage and go out of bounds with 7 seconds left. They started the clock at the beginning of that play, which doesn't make sense because the play ended up out of bounds. All right, 24-yard line. Watch, this is a lot of time to just get 5 yards when you need 30 yards, but the extra yardage helps. He's down at the 24-yard line. Juab fans starting to celebrate already, as they may have 2 strikes to the end zone. Don't waste too much time on either of these plays. Go for the end zone twice. Zach Roll at quarterback. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Extra blocker in their left side. Thrown to the end zone. 3, 2. It is going to be overthrown, caught out of bounds. So 1 second left. Looked like it was picked off out of bounds. 1 second left. The season for the Union Cougars comes down to this. They're at the 24-yard line. Might as well just put it up there where you've got 3 players. And it is, it's dropped out of bounds, but it looked like it was picked off when I watched from live action up top. Here we go. Doesn't matter what down. You need a touchdown right here. The only thing that could save you is a defensive penalty. He's in trouble, and that is the game. Juab and the Wasps pretty much put a statement on this game by sacking quarterback Zach Roll in the backfield coming from two different directions. If we take a look at the replay, you'll see where they came from. Juab, 2 wins this year over Union, both of them close and nail biters. Oh, there was no block on that end. You've got a couple offensive linemen looking around for people and not even looking at that defensive end. There was a guard and a tackle not even looking to block that defensive end. Juab 21-14 over the Union Cougars. Last game was 18-17 over the Union Cougars, but either way, Union has only lost to 2 teams this year. One today. They've lost to them again October 15th, Juab, and then to Judge Memorial earlier in the season. And Judge Memorial and Juab will now play for the state championship, the 3A state championship. I would be safe to say that Union deserves 3rd place this year, only losing to those 2 teams. So Union Cougars on their way home. But before you guys finish this at VTV, we do have a highlight package for you. Let's take a look. Earlier in the game, you can see still some natural light. Great hits there by Horrocks on defense. He got in there and pressured the quarterback a ton today. There's another sack. Horrocks just kind of coming in and tagging him there at the end. This time Nick Smith with Horrocks, the lead blocker, around the edge there. Nick Smith over 100 yards in the first half today. I don't have the official stats, what he got in the second half. It wasn't as much. Horrocks there making a hit. And then Nick Smith throwing downfield. Caught at the 18 and run inside the 5, setting up a score for the Union Cougars. And here is that score. Nick Smith coming on in and scoring that touchdown for Union. But this one, they caught Union off guard. Union was in the middle of a substitution. Juab walks into the end zone, reaches across for another one. They're up 13-6 at that point. Union came back briefly and took the lead on this spectacular pass to the end zone right there. 14-13 was the score at that point. And look at that hit right there. Troy. This walk-in by Juab pretty much sealed the game. 21-14. They got a 2-point conversion. Union got down inside the 20, but a couple drops, a couple penalties, a couple fumbles in this game pretty much secured the game for Juab and Union. Well, they played a heck of a game. Defensively, I was really impressed with the way that they shut down Juab at times. Just a couple costly mistakes. 2 fumbles. One of them, they were at the 5-yard line, got a 15-yard penalty, and the very first play after that penalty was a fumble. They were deep inside Juab territory. Another fumble came after they got their first play of a drive, basically. Nick Smith fumbled deep inside their territory. And so a couple fumbles cost Union this game, and just some other drop passes and whatnot. But overall, a great season. Their final record 8-3. Juab 10-2, and moving on next week to Southern Utah University. Thank you once again for joining us here on VTV, the live broadcast on Channel 6 and 706 High Definition. Brought to you by L&L Motor, the Advisor Group, Strata Networks, Ashley Regional, Moon Lake Electric, Pilot Logistics, K&K Sanitation, Marion's Variety, Neighbors, Delsco Northwest, Basin Swabbing, Distribution Now. You can go to VTVchannel6.com and check our schedule anytime for the basketball broadcast, which we'll post shortly. Those games are usually region games, and they start in January. We'll be covering Tabiona, Altamont, Duchesne, Union, and Uinta this year. You can also call 781-1902 if you want a copy of this game in Blu-ray or DVD. Go like VTV Channel 6 on Facebook. Get updates for your Basin teams. For Dale Allred in the trailer, Devin Allred up on top of the roof, Danny and Kobe out on the field. Kobe down in the trailer with Tyler. We'd like to thank you for joining us today. I'm Brian Baldwin. Final score, Juab 21, Union 14. Have a great night.
VTV Channel 6. Live high school football coverage. Presented by L&L Motor. Ashley Regional. The Advisor Group. Moon Lake Electric. Pilot Logistics. And Strata Networks.